Welcome back to Instables, everyone. So again, going over my daily plan on exactly how I plan on playing into the SPY. As you guys can see, we were testing our upper channel, and now we are continuing with this rejection on our upper channel. Our question is, will we bounce off of our 20 here and continue on higher leading into CPI and our Fed rate hike going into next week, or will we continue on with this cool down? I'm going to go over exactly what we're looking for here. Now, before I jump into this, if you guys can do me a huge favor, smash that like button if you find this video useful at all. Hit subscribe if you want to see my daily plan on exactly how I plan on playing into the market every single day. We go over candle structure, overall strength levels, and any key indicators that we need to be focused on. And again, if you are a day trader or you are looking for very volatile breakouts that we mention every single day in the Instables, and again, we mention any breakout that is worth looking at throughout the day, go to instables.com in the description below, and you will never miss a breakout alert today again. So jumping into the daily chart with you guys here on the SPY, again, getting a doji candle, an indecisive point here on our upper channel. And then as you guys can see, we did have a pullback. Bulls did come in, however, did not clear this level that we were looking for at 408. We did have a pullback, and we are still above our 20-day moving average here. However, we are looking at our buy pressure, as you guys can see, decreasing in buy pressure, looking to see if we will continue to decrease in buy pressure on a possible cool down. One thing I would be looking out for mostly here is that we do have our EMA lines curling back down. We do not want them to cross. As you guys can see prior, we did curl down. We did cross back up. We curled down. We did cross back up on CPI. Again, this was CPI. Then we had Powell. And then now we have no data coming and we are curling down. This could be our cool down. So I definitely would be careful playing to the upside until we do continue on with strength here. As you guys can see, again, still below the upper end of our channel, looking for that proof of concept on the upper end of our channel. So that way we do not get that rejection like we have prior. Again, as you guys can see, we have been getting multiple rejections on the upper end of our channel here, looking to see if we will continue on with the rejection here as we have prior. So again, we are on watch to see if we will get that bullish candle structure on the upper end of our channel for that proof of concept, or if we are going to have a cool down here since we are decreasing in buy pressure. Now, as far as if we have room to run to the upside, as you guys can see, we are not in overbought territory, but we are pointing down here with our EMA line. We did not jump into higher highs that we were looking for. So again, we are on a pullback. We want to make sure we are careful playing to the upside. We do want more proof of concept here again on the upper end of our channel. And now looking at the largest indicator that we have been tracking, again, looking at the dollar, looking for that continuation on lower lows here on the dollar is what we were looking for. And I did mention, again, we had a 104 support level. And where exactly did we bounce here, guys? Exactly at 104. Again, this is a support level. This is exactly where we had a lot of consolidation, a lot of momentum that did give us continuations. So again, 104 was a strong support that I did mention. Looking for that possible bounce on the dollar, which would give us a cool down in the market. It's exactly what happened today, and with data coming out helping the market cool down. So again, with this increase in buy pressure, with our white red shaded line coming in, showing us that we are decreasing in sell pressure, looking for that possible increase in buy pressure on the dollar. Could be a possible bounce if our EMA lines do cross up here. And in my opinion, very much close to crossing up here. So we want to be careful, in my opinion, looking for that proof of concept. I want to see if we can get that bearish candle structure on our 20-day moving average here, curling down. That is what we're looking for to continue on lower. If we happen to bounce back over our 20, then we need to make sure we are careful. We can have more consolidation in the market if we do have a bounce and continue on with this bounce on the dollar. Again, keeping in mind that the dollar is bouncing and that we could have a possible continuation on this cool down. But as far as that continuation on higher, guys, again, looking for that proof of concept. We want to see some type of move higher. We want to see a pullback. We want to see some type of proof of concept, possibly doji candles coming out, and then a possible engulfing candle showing us that we are holding the upper end of our channel with that proof of concept with strength. So our intraday perspective here is that if our EMA lines do cross lower here and the dollar does continue to bounce, then we would be playing to the downside. However, if we get our proof of concept on the upper end of our channel, we can have a nice intraday play to the upside. That is, in my opinion, the safer play from here, since we are testing a very strong resistance that, again, we got rejected multiple times from prior. Making sure that we get that proof of concept here, guys. Letting the market come to us here is going to be very key. We are leading into CPI next week. We have Fed rate hikes next Wednesday, which is the day after CPI. So again, we have two major data points coming out next week. The market very much is anticipating that. We are not going to have a major rally if Powell can possibly take away this rally. So again, we need to make sure we get that proof of concept with Powell completely confirming that we did get that decrease in rates. However, with that increase in CPI that we could possibly have next Tuesday, I definitely would be careful, because if that does happen, we can have a continuation on a pullback too. So we're looking to see exactly what happens going into next week. If we get that proof of concept, or if we continue with a cool down here on that increase in CPI. And if Powell ignores what he said prior about a likely decrease in rates coming in December, then the market is going to have a lot of anticipation of a pivot here, and taking away all of this anticipation is exactly what is possible here. So again, being careful. Now, with that said, no matter how choppy the market gets, we mentioned any breakout that is worth looking at throughout the day. We mentioned any news 2.5 hours before market open in the Instabills room that you guys need to be watching. Go to instabills.com in the description below. And only for $15 a month, you guys will never miss a breakout alert today again. And again, all of you Instabills that come over and support the channel every single day, I appreciate you guys every day. I hope you guys are staying blessed. Again, the market pretty choppy today with a pullback. We'll see exactly what happens leading into next week. Next week is the huge watch, and we are looking for that confirmation that Powell mentioned on that likely decrease in rates that he did mention, and we had a gap up from. We're looking to see if he will confirm with that strength leading into next week. So we're going to let the play come to us here, guys. And again, if you guys do like this video, it does help the channel grow, and I do appreciate it very much. And again, God bless every one of you guys, and I'll see you guys in pre-market.